As for Sadao, every day he examined the wound carefully. So every day he was examining the wound of the American man carefully. The last stitches had been pulled out this morning, and the young man would in a fortnight be nearly as well as ever. And he had pulled out his last stitches also that morning, and he was sure that within a period of 15 days or within a period of 2 weeks he would be perfectly fine. So he was recuperating quite well. Sadao went back to his office and carefully typed a letter to the chief of police reporting the whole matter. What was the matter about? The whole matter, that means he wanted to report the chief of police about having a prisoner of war in his house. So he wanted to report the police about the American man. Sadao went back to his office and carefully typed a letter to the chief of police reporting the whole matter. And he started like this. On the 21st day of February, an escaped prisoner was washed up on the shore in front of my house. So far he typed, and then he opened a secret drawer of his desk and put the unfinished report into it. He could write this much only, and he stopped writing any further. Something stopped him. He could not understand that, but he stopped writing any further, and he put that letter, unfinished letter, in a secret drawer in his desk. On the 7th day after that, 2 things happened. In the morning, the servants left together. On the 7th day, in fact, after a week, in the morning, the servants left together. Their belongings tied in large square cotton kerchiefs. Kerchiefs means cloth pieces. They had tied up all their belongings in large cotton cloth pieces. When Hannah got up in the morning, nothing was done. The house not cleaned and the food not prepared, and she knew what it meant. By seeing that house was not cleaned, the food was not prepared, when she got up in the morning, she understood what it meant, that they were not interested in working there anymore. She was dismayed. She was disheartened. She got disheartened knowing that they were leaving, and even terrified. And she developed fear also. She feared that they might report against them to the police. But her pride as a mistress would not allow her to show it. But she was the mistress of the house. So to maintain her dignity, her pride, she did not show that. She did not show her disappointment, her fear at all to them. Instead, she inclined her head gracefully when they appeared before her in the kitchen. She stood there gracefully, and she paid them off and thanked them for all that they had done for her. So very gracefully, bowing her head with grace, she paid them off and thanked them for all they had done for her. She let them go, maintaining her dignity. They were crying, but she did not cry. They were very loyal servants. They had been working there since ages. So they were crying. It was not easy for them. But somewhere they were also right. They didn't want to be a part of what Sadao and Hannah were doing. So that compelled them to leave the household. But she did not cry. The cook and the gardener had served Sadao since he was a little boy in his father's house. They had been working there since so long, since his father's time. And Yumi cried because of the children. Yumi was the babysitter. She had got very attached to the children, so she was crying for the children. She was so grieving that after she had gone, she ran back to Hannah. She was so Sad. If the baby misses me too much tonight, send for me. I'm going to my own house and you know where it is. So while leaving, she said, if the baby misses me too much tonight, that means while going also she was worrying if the children would miss her. And she told Hannah that she would be available if she wanted her to. Thank you, Hannah said, smiling. But she told herself she would not send for Yumi however the baby cried. To maintain her self-respect, because they were leaving them doubting their integrity, she didn't want to take any help from them. So she told herself, she vowed that she would not call Yumi however the baby cried. But very elegantly she thanked them and let them go. She made the breakfast and Sadao helped with the children. Neither of them spoke of the servants beyond the fact that they were gone. But after Hannah had taken morning food to the prisoner, she came back to Sadao. After Hannah had taken morning food to the prisoner, first she gave the morning food, that means breakfast, to the prisoner. Then she came back to Sadao and started having conversation with him.